I was looking for this particular colorway of the Reebok DMX Daytona for quite some time, and finally I found it. Hey guys, welcome back to Kicks Reasons channel. Today we're looking at this particular colorway of the Reebok DMX Daytona, and this is not a new release. This retro came around 2019, so it's been a while, and I have many other colorways, but this white and red one I always wanted. It's one of my favorites, and actually it's the first one I saw back in the day when this shoe released, and I was finally able to grab it at a super low price because it's barely worn, no box of course, but for $40 absolutely, and it's perfect for that money. And what's good about this one, I'm going to show you on the details. This release was one of those that nobody was actually expecting, and a lot of people slept on it, but let me tell you, these are one of the most comfortable retros from Reebok, and not just because they did a great job on the upper and everything else and the EVA, but this one actually features a real DMX, which you can see once you lift off the insole. You can see that eye pack right on top of it. 3 pods on the front, 3 pods on the back with the transition bridge, and you can feel it and you can hear it, and I've demonstrated that in one of my older videos when I initially showed the DMX and I initially showed the Daytona. And it's very, very comfortable, and unfortunately a lot of the new models don't come like this anymore. Again, cost saving, I'm sure, but if you value comfort like myself and you want to rock something that it's super awesome and it represents what the shoe was when it was made in the early 2000s, definitely grab yourselves a pair, and you can find them in super cheap right now, and just go off with that. So yeah, a little backstory, of course, designed by Christian Tresser, one of the most legendary designers, not only at Reebok, but many other brands as well, Nike as well. The most famously created Nike Air Max 97, the first one that featured all-around air unit. And you can kind of recognize his design language even with the Daytona, with the almost straight lines on the side, with the minimal branding, with a tiny vector right here. Almost reminds you of that shoe, but of course, because it's the same designer, and if you know his early work, his early design language with the Pyro, with the Abstract, with the Boston Road, with a ventilator, a lot of those were created by him. And of course, those are legendary Reebok models. With his return to Reebok after some period with Nike, of course, he created the Daytona. Again, very nice design, very minimalistic with tiny branding, with vector in the back, vector on the side here on the lateral side, and these are all kind of like jeweled, and we have the same in the tongue. Very well padded shoe, extremely nice insole. This is what I'm referring when I say Reebok Athletics, with this polylite kind of material that you can pull. It's not glued in. You can refresh, wash, just scrape it and make it look like new. And materials very close to the original. We have a combination with mesh and synthetic materials plus synthetic leather. That's exactly how the original shoe was. But what's really interesting to me is this kind of like silver lined mesh that is in the bottom underneath the red panel, where the tiny DMX branding is in the forefoot and the tiny vector right on the toe lip. But this is very interesting mesh. Soft, yet seems very durable. Kind of reminds me of Cordura or some of that ballistic mesh. And of course we have 3M. Back in the day it was 3M, now it's just a reflective piping going all around in the front and all around here in the back. Very nice and reflective. These were performance runners, and I'm pretty sure today you can probably run with them as well, considering they have DMX inside. The pull tab has that translucent middle part, which I always liked. And again, these are produced in October of 2018, released in early 2019. So it's been a while since these shoes released, and I absolutely love them. I love everything about them. The comfort is amazing. The design is great. On the outsole, we have a very nice traction. We have a TPU shank in the middle where the DMX is and kind of protects the DMX bridge. Yeah, I mean, another great colorway. These are going to be going straight into my feet as soon as spring and summer come. These are obviously not for the winter. For the winter, I have plenty of high tops that I wear, plenty of shoes that have a leather upper. But yeah, when it comes to runners, when it comes to summer shoe, this is definitely a top pick for me. I love runners. I've always have. And when we were growing up, we were referring these as the summer shoes, and the basketballs we were kind of referring as the winter shoes, just because of the weather and the conditions we grew up. It was kind of impossible to wear you know, runners in the winter time. Most of the time it has a lot of snow and it's very cold. So yeah. But yeah, another great find for me. They look excellent on feet. You guys are gonna see them, of course. They are super comfortable considering the actual DMX system implemented in this shoe. And if you scout one of those for a super cheap price like myself, grab yourself a pair. You're not gonna regret, because the comfort is supreme and you're gonna absolutely love it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos coming very, very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.